Hello everyone, welcome to Lukmaan IAS. Today we are going to have the Hindu newspaper analysis dated 6th of August 2023. So let us start the discussion of the newspaper now. We have covered many important articles in today's newspaper discussion. So these are the list of articles that we are going to cover in the discussion today. Okay. So let's start the discussion with the first topic. So this topic is about the lessons of Hiroshima must not drift away. Okay. So this topic is related to nuclear weapons. And when we talk about nuclear weapons, so this is necessarily important under let's say internal security or defense sector, and also it's a part of international relations. Okay, because we are going to understand about the nuclear weapons like that have that have been developed by different countries, and also we are going to discuss about nuclear weapons that are in deployment. Let's say so recently there were threats of usage of nuclear weapon by Russia. So in that regard we are going to understand about nuclear weapons. Okay, so let's discuss about this. So name of the topic is the lessons of Hiroshima must not drift away. So basically in this article we are going to understand about some of the most important topics. What we are going to discuss about? We are going to discuss about the nuclear weapons, right? We are going to discuss about nuclear weapons. So what do we mean by nuclear weapons? All those weapons like where nuclear chain reaction happens. Let's say there are weapons where nuclear chain reaction happens, and these chain reactions are uncontrolled chain reaction. Okay, they are known as uncontrolled nuclear chain reactions. So here what happens, an atom, let's say it breaks into basically nuclear weapons a kind of reaction happens in which an atom breaks into smaller parts. Okay, so here we have fission reactions that happen. Okay, fission reactions happen. So if we talk about nuclear weapon countries, so there are many countries across the world that are nuclear weapon states. Okay, many countries across the world are nuclear weapon states, and that includes India also. Okay, so there are many countries across the world that includes India, USA, China, Pakistan, Russia, etc. So these are examples of those countries that are nuclear capable states. Nuclear capable means these states have nuclear weapons, right, at their disposal, and they can use nuclear weapon if required, right. For this purpose, like India has a policy also. India has a policy which is known as no first use policy. Okay, we have a policy which is known as no first use policy. This is one of the nuclear let's say policy for India. So we do not want to use nuclear weapons in the first instance. We will only retaliate, right, if we are attacked by a nuclear weapon by any other, let's say, nation or any other country. So this no first use policy, in general it is known as no first use policy. So this policy has been adopted by India, and it talks about India's deterrent posture. So we are going to discuss about what do we mean by deterrence. Okay, what do we mean by deterrence? So this is a very important concept. This is one of the very important concept in international relations. This is known as deterrence. Deterrence means, let's say there is a country A let's say A is our country and there is a country B. This is nuclear capable state, this is also a nuclear capable state, right? If this particular country is nuclear capable, this particular country can maintain a deterrent posture for this country only if it has a nuclear weapon, because the other country will not dare to use nuclear weapon against this particular country, because they know that this country also has nuclear weapons. So like, they can also retaliate with nuclear weapons in that case. Okay, so that is known as deterrence. Okay, deterrence means like stopping other from acting or like using nuclear weapons. That's the thing. This is known as deterrence. In this article, the author has discussed about one important thing, that is let's say like she has discussed about Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Okay, she has discussed about Hiroshima and Nagasaki. So Hiroshima and Nagasaki, I mean like these are two places in Japan where during the World War II, okay, during World War II, the United States of America has, used atom bombs, okay, United States of America has used atom bombs in these two places. In Hiroshima on 6th of August 1945 and on Nagasaki on 9th of August, okay, 9th of August 1949. So on the same day, 6th August as we are now, right? So there was a nuclear attack on, atom bomb attack on Hiroshima, okay? So one of these places, that's the thing. Now the author says that like, the world should not forget, okay, the lessons of Hiroshima must not drift away, okay. So the author says like, the lessons that we have learned from the Hiroshima, right, from the Hiroshima and Nagasaki thing, it should not drift away, it should not be forgotten. Why it should not be forgotten? Because at that point of time, the United States of America was one of the few countries that possessed nuclear weapon. But if we talk about now in today's world, there are innumerable number of countries that have nuclear weapons. They have, huge amount of nuclear stockpile. So presently there are huge number of countries in the world that are nuclear capable state that can use a nuclear weapon against the other state. And since Russia-Ukraine war started, okay, since Russia-Ukraine war started, so it's been about 1.5 years that Russia-Ukraine war started. Russia has threatened, okay, Russia has threatened many countries, right, that it can use a nuclear weapon if needed, right. So Russia has used many terminologies to talk about like that it can use a nuclear weapon if it is needed. So that's why the author says that the lessons that we have learned from Hiroshima and Nagasaki incident, right, it should not be forgotten. And also the author has mentioned about North Atlantic Treaty Organization, NATO, okay. So NATO, North Atlantic Treaty Organization, is one of the rival powers to Russia, okay. So Russia is the largest country in the world and it is, let's say, comparable with the United States of America. And United States of America is a member of this North Atlantic Treaty Organization that has 31 member countries, okay. It has 31 member countries in all. So recently Finland has joined this particular organization, and also Sweden is thinking of joining this organization. So even NATO has not taken any step that could, let's say, irate or that could infuriate Russia in using, right, that can, let's say, like, push Russia towards using a nuclear weapon. So in this article the author has discussed about that, like, it has been 78 years after the atom bomb that was used in Hiroshima, right. It's been 78 years. Now the world should not forget the, let's say, repercussions of using any atom bomb, okay. So what has happened after that incident has happened, that, like, that bomb was thrown from the top, right, above a city, and, like, 600 meters above the city that bomb exploded. And, like, within minutes the entire city was, let's say, like, ruined. Lots of lives were lost, right. Many people have lost their lives. And after then, right, on 9th of August, again same incident happened somewhere like on Nagasaki. So like, you know, these incidences have happened and it has killed, you know, thousands of people there. And even after then, you know, generations, people who are, let's say, taking birth in those places, they also have, let's say, problems related to radiation. So it causes damage to the property, it causes damage to the lives, it causes damage to the environment. So the author says that, like, you know, we should not forget about the incident that has happened in Hiroshima, and the world should think of, let's say, you know, having more deterrent postures. I mean, like, you know, we should do away with the nuclear weapons. This is what the message that the author wants to give, right? So this topic is a nicely written topic that talks about nuclear weapons and its threat, okay, and its threat that it causes. So here we are going to see the map of those places where we have seen the usage of nuclear weapon. So this is one of the place, this is Hiroshima. So here bombing happened on August 6th, 1945, okay, August 6th, 1945. Hiroshima, there was a bomb, atom bomb that was thrown, and name of this bomb is Little Boy bomb, okay, Little Boy. And on 9th of August, right here, so like, you know, 9th of August, they have again used atom bomb on Nagasaki, okay, on a city called Nagasaki. And this bomb was named as Fat Man bomb, okay, it was known as Fat Man, and the previous one was known as Little Boy. So these are the places, and this is, like, you know, Japan. So on Japan, the United States of America has, let's say, like, used, right, atom bomb against Japan in 1945. So related to this, we do have a question for you, okay, this question, it says, which of the above island correctly shows the location of Hiroshima and Nagasaki? So we have seen the name of those cities, name of the cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, and now they are asking about which islands show, like, you know, these places. Like, we have seen those things, but like name of the islands were not mentioned. So these islands are Shikoku and Kyushu, okay. Option C is the right answer, okay. Shikoku and Kyushu, these are the islands where Hiroshima and Nagasaki are located, okay, location of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. So like, you know, we do have a map for you so that you can locate. So we have seen that Hiroshima is here, okay, Hiroshima is here, this is Hiroshima. This place is, like, you know, I'm just pointing out this is Hiroshima, and this particular point is Nagasaki, okay, this is Nagasaki. Now, this Hiroshima is located on Shikoku Island. Nagasaki is located on Kyushu Island, okay. So this is Shikoku, Kyushu, okay. So these are the places where they are located. So this is the question that we have asked. In your free time, you can go through the map of, let's say, like, you know, of Japan, and also you can locate some other islands here. We have Hokkaido Island, we have Honshu Island, we have then, like, you know, this Shikoku Island, we have Kyushu Island, and also they have Korea Strait, East China Sea. These are some of the locations that you can see, right, in your free time through this map. So correct answer is option C. So with this we came to another topic. This topic is again a very important topic. It says America's pursuit of Saudi-Israel rapprochement, okay, America's pursuit of Saudi-Israel rapprochement. So this particular topic is important for GS paper 2 of the mains exam. This is an important topic for international relations. It's an important topic for international relations. So we are going to, let's say, understand this topic. It says America's pursuit of Saudi-Israel rapprochement. So let's discuss about this thing. So in this article, we are going to understand about international relations. We are going to understand about relation between the United States of America and on one side we are going to talk about Israel, okay, Israel, and other Saudi Arabia, okay, Saudi Arabia. Okay, so now let us discuss about this thing. Like historically it has been the case that Israel and Saudi Arabia were anti to one another, okay. These two countries were anti to one another. However, the United States of America maintains a special relationship with Saudi Arabia, means like they have a good relationship with Saudi Arabia. And apart from this, like United States of America also has good relation with Israel. Means like these two countries, the Israel and Saudi Arabia, they are good friends, they are allies, they are partners, right, in relationship. Means like Israel has Israel's partner is USA, USA's partner is Israel, and similarly Saudi Arabia's partner is USA, then USA's partner is Saudi Arabia. However, between these two countries, right, the Israel and Saudi Arabia, the relation has not been smooth. The relation between these two countries has been very tensed, right? It has been very tensed over the last many years, right? So that's why here in this article we are going to talk about that how America is, let's say, pursuing these two countries so that like these two countries can maintain good relation with one another, okay, although like historically they did not have very good relation with one another, okay. So let's discuss about this thing. So like they have a accord, okay, there is an accord which is known as Abraham Accord. There is an accord which is known as Abraham Accord. So what do we mean by Abraham Accord? Abraham Accord is a kind of peace treaty, an agreement to bring peace, okay, it is an agreement to bring peace among Middle East and Arab world, okay, Arab world countries. So Abraham Accord means like this is let's say an initiative to bring peace among those countries who follow Abrahamic religion. For example, Saudi Arabia follows Abrahamic religion. So this Abraham Accord was initially signed by Israel and let's say UAE, United Arab Emirates, right? So this Abraham Accord tries to bring peace, and this particular accord has been, let's say, negotiated, or it was mediated by the United States of America. Right? It was mediated by the United States of America. Although United States of America is not present in the Middle East region like as a country, like it is located somewhere else geographically. However, this country has tried to bring peace among those, let's say, countries that are warring with one another because of religious matters, right? So that's why this Israel and Saudi Arabia, they have been, let's say, anti to one another in many matters. And Saudi Arabia is considered to be one of the holiest places on the earth for those people who follow Islam as a religion, okay, those people who follow Islam as a religion, because in Saudi Arabia they have two holiest places, one is known as Makkah and other is known as Medina, okay, Makkah and Medina. So these are the places where the devotees from Islamic religion, they go like at least once in their lifetime, right? So these are, this is the place. And in Israel, like in Jerusalem, they have a mosque which is known as Al-Aqsa Mosque, okay, they have a mosque, it is known as Al-Aqsa Mosque. And recently the Israel government, okay, they have opened the Al-Aqsa Mosque for all the people from other countries also. That includes, let's say, Middle East countries, Saudi, like countries that includes Saudi Arabia also. So this Al-Aqsa Mosque is considered to be the third holiest place, okay. It is considered to be the third holiest place for people who follow Islam, okay, who follow Islam after Makkah and Medina. Makkah is considered to be the first holiest place, then Medina, and after then Al-Aqsa. This Al-Aqsa mosque, it is located in Israel, in Jerusalem. Okay, so this United States of America is trying to bring peace between these two countries. Although these two countries have their own agenda, they have their own viewpoint about the world. However, they do have certain, let's say converging points, points where they share common understanding on certain things. So this topic, it says America's pursuit of Saudi-Israel rapprochement, like how America is trying to bring peace between these countries. So it says, ironically, the Biden administration's diplomacy is taking place under challenging circumstances, but its global fallout could be quite profound. Now here, if we talk about these countries, just a minute. So if I talk about these two countries, what is the problem that has been happening, right? One of the things is, if I talk about Saudi Arabia as a country, Saudi Arabia has historically maintained good relation with the United States of America. Okay, very good relation. But recently one person was killed. His name was Jamal Khashoggi. Okay, Jamal Khashoggi. Okay, it is written as Jamal Khashoggi, but it is pronounced as Jamal Khashoggi. So this Jamal Khashoggi, he was a, let's say, journalist. Okay, he was a journalist. This journalist was based in the United States of America. However, he was a citizen of Saudi Arabia. Okay, he was a citizen of Saudi Arabia. And this particular person, Jamal Khashoggi, was very critical of the, let's say, of the Saudi Arabian government. He had very, let's say, critical viewpoints related to the, related to the affairs that were taken by the, let's say, government of the Saudi Arabia, Mohammed bin Salman. So this person was killed, right? This person was killed inside an embassy, right? Inside an embassy in some other country. So United States of America believed that Saudi Arabia has a role in killing of Jamal Khashoggi, and that's why the United States of America president, USA president, has, let's say, criticized the Saudi Arabia related to, let's say, shutting down the voice of dissent. Okay, so this was one straining point between these two countries, one straining point between USA and Saudi Arabia. Apart from this, if I talk about Israel, right, Israel. So presently in Israel, the Prime Minister of Israel is, let's say, a far right. Okay, he is a far right political leader. Means they have an ideology which is far right. I mean, if we talk about India, so this BJP or NDA can be considered as a rightist government. Okay, so they do have a different policy altogether. In Israel, they have a far right Prime Minister, and this far right Prime Minister in Israel, what he has done. Recently, they have brought some laws in their parliament, which is known as Knesset. Okay, Knesset. It is known as Knesset, where they wanted to, let's say, reduce. Okay, they want to reduce or decrease the authority of the Supreme Court in Israel. Apart from this, they do have another policy, and for these two policies, right, the United States of America is not in favor of, let's say, having these policies, right, in Israel. Means the USA is against it. So these two countries, although, let's say, between USA and Israel, between USA and Saudi Arabia, although there are some tensions, but still the USA is trying to bring peace between these two countries. Okay, although these two countries are not in a state of war, however, they are, let's say, not so good friend to one another. So this topic talks about America's pursuit of Saudi-Israel rapprochement. Okay, so this is the thing. So it's related to IR, and we do have good relation with USA, we have good relation with Israel, we do have good relation with Saudi Arabia. Okay, Indian government has good relation with all the three countries on different matters. Now we have two questions to solve. One question is for the prelims exam, other question is for the mains exam. Okay, so we are going to let's say discuss about both the questions. First, let us take the prelims question. It says, consider the following statements about Abraham Accord. Okay, consider the following statements about Abraham Accord. So we need to identify which of the above statements are correct. First statement, the Abraham Accords are a joint statement made between Israel, United States and United Arab Emirates on August 13, 2020. Then it says it is the first Arab-Israeli peace deal in 26 years. Both these statements are right. Okay, both these statements are right. So correct answer would be option C. And apart from this, like if I talk about this question, it says Middle East has been the world's most volatile region for decades. In the light of this explanation, the geopolitical importance, in the light of this, explain the geopolitical importance which the Middle East country holds for India as well as the world. Okay, you need to write this answer in 150 words. 150 words. You need to write a very short answer to this question. However, it will help you to understand the let's say geopolitics in the Middle East region. Okay, this is a very good question that you need to try. Okay, after writing the answer, you can share your answer with us at evaluation@lukmaanias.com. Once again, I am sharing. It is evaluation@lukmaanias.com. Right? After you write your answer, you can share with us, and we are going to evaluate and send you the evaluated copy back so that you get to know how well you have written your answer. You will also get positive feedback from us. So with this, let us see the solution. So you can go through the explanation about Abraham Accord, right? You can learn about Abraham Accord, and you can download this PDF from the description of the YouTube video itself. Then we have one more question topic. This topic is related to environment and ecology. This topic is very important. So it says Assam's Manas Tiger Reserve 63% short of sanctioned staff, Environment Minister told. Okay, so this topic is important for two reasons. One of the reason is the location of the Manas Tiger Reserve. That is important. Okay, and also apart from this, we are going to locate, right, other tiger reserves or national park in the state of Assam. There are many tiger reserves in India. Presently, like we have around 53 tiger reserves in India. Overall, we have 53 tiger reserves in India. And here in Assam's Manas Tiger Reserve, like it was in news because let's say in the tiger reserve they have a sanctioned strength of people, and currently sanctioned strength of 294 posts. However, only 109 people are there in Manas Tiger Reserve who are working. So they are short of staffs. Okay, so that's why this article came. And here here they have mentioned about this thing only, but we need to understand that Assam's Manas National Park and Tiger Reserve is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Okay, this is a very important information for the prelims exam. Assam's Manas Tiger Reserve is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Okay, since it is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, so it needs more protection, it needs more conservation, right? Because the UNESCO tag also gives some responsibilities to the state that it should safeguard, it should conserve the tiger reserve, it should conserve the population of tiger, and also it should, let's say, look after the environmental sanctity in that particular region. So along with this, they have also mentioned about Kaziranga National Park and Tiger Reserve. Okay, this Kaziranga National Park and Tiger Reserve is also a UNESCO World Heritage Site. So here, like in this article, they have only mentioned about the administrative affairs, that how many people have been sanctioned to work it there, and what is the actual strength of people who are working, right? However, we have included a map for you to discuss, the location of these tiger reserves. Okay. So these are 7 national parks in Assam. Okay, so there are many national parks in the state of Assam. So here, now you need to understand that this Manas Tiger Reserve is located over here. Okay, this is Manas Tiger Reserve. Apart from this, we have Kaziranga National Park. So we find one horned rhinoceros in Kaziranga. So we have the largest population of rhinoceros in India. Right? If we compare across the world, one horned rhinoceros. And apart from this, we have Dibru Saikua, we have Dihing Patkai, we have Nameri, we have Orang, and we have Raimona. So these are national parks in the state of Assam. and two of these national parks are very recently, right, notified. One is Raimona National Park, which is here. It was notified in the year of 2021. And apart from this, we have Dihing Patkai National Park. Okay, Dihing Patkai, this one. It was also notified by the government in the year of 2021. Okay, so here they have mentioned about Manas Tiger Reserve. Okay, Manas Tiger Reserve is located here. Okay, this is Manas Tiger Reserve. So they have mentioned where it is located. It is located in the state of Assam, and it was established in 1990. And so it comes under Ministry of Environment and Forest. Name originated from Manas River and serpent goddess Manasa. Okay, so this is the thing. It was declared as a World Heritage Site in December 1985 by UNESCO. In 1990, the Manas National Park declared World Heritage Site in danger. Okay, so heavy rainfall occurs. So these are some of the factual information related to this particular place. Okay, factual information related to this. So in your free time, you can just download this PDF and you can go through the PPT once again so that you can understand, right, where these places are located. You need to revise it also, right? So let's solve this question. It says, consider the following areas. So some areas have been given to us. We need to see, right, how many of the above are, which of the above are tiger reserves. So they have given Bandipur, they have given, let's say, Bhitarkanika, Manas, Sundarban. Okay, so you might have heard about Bandipur Tiger Reserve. It is located in the state of Karnataka. Then Manas Tiger Reserve, we just discussed, it is located in the state of Assam. Then we have Sundarbans, okay, which is located in, let's say, West Bengal and Odisha region. So 1, 3 and 4. So option B is the right answer. Option B says Bandipur, Manas and Sundarban, they are the tiger reserves. Okay, this question has been asked by UPSC in the year of 2012. Okay, it's been a decade that UPSC has asked a question on this. We have also included explanation to this. You can go through it in your free time. And also it says 50 years of Project Tiger. Okay, number of tiger reserves in India. Why this map has been included? To give you some information, additional information. What is that information? One of the information is that, like, recently the National Tiger Conservation Authority, NTCA, right, it has come up with the data. And recently we have conducted the tiger census in India. Okay, we have conducted tiger census. Okay, tiger census. What do we mean by tiger census? Means counting the population or number of tigers in India. So this tiger census exercise is conducted once every 4 years. Okay, it is quadriennial exercise, I think it is known as. So tiger census is conducted once every 4 years, and presently India has more than 3,600 tigers, which is more than 70% of the world population of tiger, right? So India has the highest amount of tigers in the world now. And we do have 53 tiger reserves in India. Okay, 53 tiger reserves. And some of these tiger reserves have been mentioned over here, right? Some of the tiger reserves have been mentioned over here. The most important tiger reserves, for example, Sundarban Tiger Reserve that we discussed, right? This is the Sundarban Tiger Reserve over here, right? And we also discussed about, let's say, Bandipur Tiger Reserve. Okay, Bandipur is located somewhere in Karnataka. Okay, Bandipur Tiger Reserve, Karnataka. So this is 5 number, this is Bandipur Tiger Reserve. Okay, so you can go through this map in your free time to understand where these tiger reserves are located, and this is going to help you for solving questions in the prelims exam. Trust me, it is very important for you to go through such maps on a regular basis. Daily, if you solve one such maps, if you go through one map, it's going to help you to solve questions in the prelims exam. Then there was an image in the Hindu newspaper today, right? This image, right, showcases people who are, dancing, people who are dancing. And the name of the dance that they are performing is known as Kalbelia. Okay, it is known as Kalbelia Dance. Okay, Kalbelia Dance. So it is known as Kalbelia Dance, and it is performed in the state of Rajasthan. This is a folk dance in the state of Rajasthan. It is part of performing arts. So this topic is important for the prelims exam of UPSC under Art and Culture section. In art and culture, we study about visual arts, we study about performing arts, we learn about musical instruments, right? So this is a performing art, right? It is a folk dance, right? That like people, right? People in the state of Rajasthan, they perform it, okay? So it says artists from Rajasthan perform Kalbelia Dance during National Folk and Tribal Art Festival in Bhopal on Friday. So they have performed this particular dance in Bhopal. Bhopal is in Madhya Pradesh. However, this dance is performed by Rajasthani people, right? Rajasthani people. And this Kalbelia dance is a part of intangible cultural heritage of the UNESCO, okay? UNESCO stands for United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. This particular organization, which is known as UNESCO, it maintains a list of intangible cultural heritage of the world. And from India, right, if I talk about India, from India we have 13 such intangible cultural heritage that are recognized by the UNESCO. So if I talk about 6th number entry here, Kalbelia folk songs and dances from Rajasthan, it was included by UNESCO in the year of 2010, right? It was included by UNESCO in the year of 2010 as part of cultural heritage of humanity, okay? So this is like, part of this thing. And apart from this, we do have many other things also that are part of intangible cultural heritage of humanity. So this is traditional Vedic chanting, Ram Leela, Kutiyattam, right? It is a Sanskrit theatre. Then we have Brahman, okay? Then we have Mudiyettu from Kerala. Then Kalbelia from Rajasthan. Then Chau dance. Chau is performed in the state of, let's say, Odisha, right? And there are different types of Chau dance, Odisha and Bihar, like, it is performed. Then Buddhist chanting of Ladakh, okay? Then Sankirtana, traditional brass and copper craft of utensil making among Thatheras, right? Then we have yoga, Nauroj, Kumbh Mela. So they are part of intangible cultural heritage of humanity, okay? These are part of intangible cultural heritage of humanity. It is very important that we learn about them. Then this topic is related to interstate water dispute, okay? This is related to interstate water dispute. This is a very good topic, right? It's part of GS paper 2 also. It's part of GS paper 2 because, like, as part of GS paper 2, we have studied about interstate water dispute where, like, the government of India has created an expert body, right, for each interstate water dispute. So, like, they have Kaveri Water Management Authority, right, that will look into the issues related to Kaveri water. So recently the Karnataka Chief Minister M.K. Stalin, he has written a letter to the Prime Minister of India asking the Prime Minister of India to direct the state of Karnataka to release water for Tamil Nadu, okay? Because, like, there was a Supreme Court, let's say, judgment. In that Supreme Court judgment, the Supreme Court of India has talked about that, like, they should release some amount of water to Tamil Nadu, and that amount of water is, let's say, like, it is mentioned from time to time. It depends on seasonality of, let's say, rains, okay? So like that. So the water in river is let's say calculated using TMC, right? Using TMC. So this is the thing. So as part of interstate water dispute, like, we do teach topic in detail about how the interstate water disputes is resolved. What is the role of the, let's say, like, this independent expert committees, what is the role or of the Supreme Court of India in these matters. So we have another question for you. This question is for the prelims exam. It says, Kuruvai and Samba recently seen in the news are varieties of, Kuruvai and Samba are varieties of paddy. Paddy means dhan, right? From dhan we get rice, right? So they are varieties of rice, okay? So that's the thing. So option A will be the right answer. Here we have given explanation also. It says Kuruvai and Samba are varieties of rice grown in Tamil Nadu. Okay, they are varieties of rice that are grown in Tamil Nadu. So correct answer for this question is option A. Option A is the right answer. Then we have, let's say, a short topic from the editorial section of the newspaper. In the editorial section, this topic was there. It says incremental injustice, means injustice that is increased with time. So this topic has been written by an author in the editorial section. Here they have, let's say, criticized about a survey that will be conducted by the Archaeological Survey of India in Gyan Vapi Mosque. Okay, so this Gyan Vapi Mosque, right, this Gyan Vapi Mosque is located in the state of Uttar Pradesh. So recently the Allahabad High Court, there was a, let's say, like, you know, like Varanasi District Court has given a judgment where they have asked that, like, one of the authority, which is Archaeological Survey of India, can conduct a survey in Gyan Vapi Mosque to establish whether inside the mosque there was presence of any shivling, whether this mosque was built after destructing a temple, right? And later on, this particular this particular judgment has been concurred by the Allahabad High Court also. So the author says that, like, you know, the high courts or courts should refrain from taking, giving such judgments, because, like, you know, they directly impact the religious sentiments of people. And this is, the author says that this is like an act of, let's say, aggression, in the sense, like, you know, by the some vested interest, by people having some vested interest. So this article did not talk much, however, it talked about that, like, you know, that people who have filed the cases, they have vested interest of, let's say, defaming or demeaning, like, you know, religious minority community, like Muslim community in India. So that's the thing. And other details are also mentioned, but like for us it is not important to go through those minute details. Then we have another topic. It says a tentative rethink. Okay, the GST Council retake on gaming bets does not provide enough certainty. Recently the GST Council has taken a decision. Okay, GST Council has taken a decision related to how much tax is to be applied to online gaming, horse racing and betting. Okay, online gaming, horse racing and betting. And they have decided to apply a tax GST rate of 28%. Right, they have decided to apply a tax rate of 28% to these activities. However, these online gaming industry and, let's say, like, you know, people who are involved in betting, they have recently, let's say, showcased, or they have shown their displeasure regarding this decision of the GST Council. Recently the GST Council have met again and they have given a rethought, they have rethink, right, related to this thing, and they have again decided that they are going to implement 28% GST rate. So related to this, like, you know, this article has been mentioned. So like people from the gaming industry, they have said that, like, you know, if we apply such a huge amount of tax, so the investment that, like, we could see in this particular sector will go down. There are billions of rupees that people can invest, but it will go down. Many people are going to lose jobs. So they have, let's say, come up with their points, but however the government has retained its decision. Okay. Now we have a topic related to Chandrayaan, mission Chandrayaan. So this mission Chandrayaan, this particular mission has been launched by Indian Space Research Organization, and ISRO has launched this particular mission on 14th of July, right? So this Chandrayaan 3, it is going to go to moon from Earth, right? And it is, let's say, like, you know, from Earth, it has gone 2/3 of the distance. Okay, it has already crossed 2/3 of the distance, and it has reached to a point where it has entered the moon's influence, moon's area of influence. Okay, so this is what they have just mentioned, because the Indian Space Research Organization is tracking the progress of this Chandrayaan mission on its way, and they have done multiple maneuvers also. They have changed the direction. They have, let's say, like, you know, done 5 times maneuver to, let's say, adjust the direction of the mission Chandrayaan. Okay, so we still need to wait and watch and see how this mission performs, and we all are hopeful that this mission will be successful, right? And through this mission we are going to have a soft landing on the surface of moon, right? We are going to have a soft landing, right, on the surface of moon. So this is the third, let's say, third time that we are trying for having a successful moon mission. So that's all from my side for the day. Thank you so much everyone for watching this video. I hope you have a good day ahead. Thank you.